Okay. Now again. Okay. Okay. So I had this whole long thing. I actually spoke. I had the opening. Everything was there, ready to go. Apparently, it's not. It just didn't stream. We just haven't been streaming here for the last 25 minutes. I've been talking to the air for 25 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. It's a stellar day here at Stay Tuned Sports. Thought we had it going. Thought we had it. Thought we had everything set up, and I guess we don't. So Cincinnati, they got the kickoff. They ran a couple times, got a first down. Now first down again. They're near the midfield for the Giants. It sounded a lot better when I was speaking, but nobody ever heard anything. So, yeah, absolute blooper, ELS. Absolutely. How you doing, brother? Great to see you. I have no idea what was going on here, but clearly not great. So as we look at the Bengals, they're already at the 50-yard line, midfield for the Giants. 2nd and 6 coming up here for Joe Burrow. Actually, 2nd and 5. He looks, he throws. He's got himself a wide open. Who's that? Higgins. And it's going to be another first down for Cincinnati as they are just moving the ball down the field against this Giants defense, who, again, pass defense, not the best. So, 1st and 10 for Cincinnati from the Giants, 39-yard line. Joe Burrow back, getting pressured, throws. That's just going to go out of bounds. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bengals. Second and 10, again from the 39. Joe Burrow in shotgun, takes the snap back, looks. He's going to get sacked by the Giants defensive line. They get him all the way back to the 47-yard line. Brian Banks with the sack, 3rd down and long, coming up here for Cincinnati. Let's go, Giants. Chief Assistant, great to see you back here in the chat as well. Nice to see you. Let's go, Giants. Indeed, obviously being a Chiefs fan, not the biggest fan of Cincinnati, I would imagine. So there we go. Let's go, Giants. Third and 18. Joe Burrow takes the snap, and we have whistles and whistles and whistles. As the play clock was down to 1, it appears that the Bengals will take their very first timeout of the game. Oh, and I punched the mic. There we go. Now it's a show. Now we know we're here because I went ahead and punched my microphone. So there we go. Set, ready to go. Trying to figure out all the technical snafus. In case you weren't here, apparently I hit go live and it never went live. So I was sitting here for about 20 minutes just talking to myself. And I had, it was so crisp. It was so crisp. It was Emmy worthy. Sports Emmy. Could have had it, was how good my opening was. But instead, we get technical difficulties and absolute fuck up, which is par for the course for me. Anyway, 3rd and 18, upcoming here for Cincinnati after their timeout. Takes the snap, does Joe Burrow in shotgun. He's going to be a designed run, wide open. Nothing but green grass, and he's going to run basically for a touchdown. And he does. Touchdown Bengals by Joe Burrow. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you absolutely fucking kidding me? 3rd and 18 from the 47, and they let Joe Burrow run for a fucking touchdown. Giants are going to get murdered in this game. Giants are going to get absolutely murdered. You're going to let that happen? Unbelievable. On a designed run, on our safety, still bit on the play like he didn't see him running. Like, what? Absurd. Boy, the Giants suck. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. 7-0 Bengals. And the Giants starting to look good, starting to look great, and immediately just... Son of a bitch. Well, strap in. I might have to switch from coffee to booze. I'm going to let you know that right now. Anyway, yes, the Aiden Hudson injury is terrible. It's awful just seeing it. And at first you looked at it. I didn't see it. It looked like it was grabbing his knee at what it first looked like to me. And then you see the one replay. Now you see some of the stills that are coming out. And it's like, that's a bend in his leg, but it's not his knee. And it's very unfortunate, and you hope that it's just, you hope it's something he can come back from. We'll see. I know he's undergoing emergency surgery right now down in Dallas. Dan Campbell said he's going to obviously be staying there for a while, and we'll be missing some time. But that is where it stands. As for your question, Chief Assistant, what did I think of the Washington football team, of Redskins, Commanders, and Ravens game today, and what would my analysis be? My analysis would be that Jaden Daniels is very good, that Washington team is going to do great things, but their defense is bad. And if they come up against an elite offense that can do things like the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews, just on and on and on, that's going to be a problem, is them trying to keep up with the scores. And again, they played well, but that defense was a liability. And when they got within 7, I thought late in the game there with the 2 plus minutes, you got to go ahead and do the onside kick, because you cannot trust your defense. And instead, we got... they went ahead and kicked it away, and we're like, oh, we're going to trust our defense, which was an absolute mistake, as they never saw the ball again. Jaden Daniels never had a chance for some late-game heroics. And listen, there's no guarantee you're going to get an onside kick. I'm not saying that. But at least you give yourself a chance to get the ball back, whereas if you kicked it off and let your defense try to stop them, you were never going to see the ball again, because your defense is that bad. So, again, I do feel bad a little bit on that aspect of it, but I think Washington needs to work on the defense, and they might be a lot like the Texans of last year, where they're good, but their defense is definitely a liability. And so now we just got to hope for the best. We got to hope for the best for Aiden Hutchinson, and hope that, he's clearly going to be done for the year, most likely. Pretty obviously. And you just got to hope that he's able to come back and play. So Daniel Jones will take the field for the first time for the Giants, already down 7-0, as the defense let Joe Burrow run for a 47-yard touchdown, basically unopposed, because our defense is fucking atrocious and terrible, and I don't know if I'm going to survive this game. I'm already upset. I'm already pissed. I'm already pissed because of the technical snafus to start this stream. Now I'm even more upset and pissed off by starting that. So I'm just rearing to go right now. But here we go. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Takes the snap, back, looks, throws, quick release, and that's going to be caught for a first down by Darius Slayton. He does not drop the ball this time. First down for the Giants. First down for the Giants, and here we go. We'll see if the Giants can do something here on this drive. Slayton did his best to try to drop that football. 11 minutes left here in the first quarter. As I said, Giants already down 7-0. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Daniel Jones, empty backfield, shotgun, throws, misses Wan'Dale Robinson. Probably for the best, because he would have gotten murdered if he caught the ball. Daniel Jones last week was 23 of 34, 257, had 38 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnover. Third game this season where he had 2 touchdowns and no turnovers. Tied for the most in the NFL, but keep on slandering Danny Dimes. Go ahead, keep doing it. Daniel Jones on 2nd and 10, running to his right, looks, throws, and he's just going to throw that out of bounds. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Giants. Chief Assistant in the chat says the real barometer for the NFC is next week when the Detroit Lions will face off against the Minnesota Vikings, and that is pretty accurate, I would say there. Chief Asset, I would definitely say that that's going to be probably the game of the week. And we will, of course, depending on when that is, I'll have to look at the schedule and see, but I will certainly want to bring you that game. 3rd and 10. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Play clock at 3. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Throws. It's going to be caught by... Who got that? It's going to be short no matter what it is. And the Giants are going to have to punt. I believe it was Hyatt who caught that ball. So here comes the punter we just signed. Hawk with 2 A's. Hawk. Let's see if he can hack the ball. Snap, and the kick is away. Oh, that's not a flag. That's not a flag. We don't want that. We want that. As the possession has changed, the Bengals get it, and they will get it up to about the 16, maybe 17-yard line. And that is where they will start their second drive. But we actually do now have a flag, late flag coming in. And it'll be holding on the Bengals. So that'll move them back a little bit from the return spot. And we will see where they actually start off from when we come back. 9:53 left here in the first quarter. Bengals 7, Giants nothing. Let's see if Joe Burrow can run for an 80-plus fucking yard touchdown against this Giants defense, unopposed. Chiefs 49ers, here's the thing. That'll probably be good. Like, that'll be entertaining. I don't know if it'll be good. Like, because the Chiefs, again, they had the best game of the year so far last week in playing the Saints, who we've seen maybe, kind of on fraud alert there with the Saints as they've lost 4 straight now. And the Niners are still a mash unit, so injured, so hurt. And they got the win in Seattle, but Seattle kind of is on fraud alert right now, too, as well, after losing 3 straight. Let's see. That's what I'll say with that. But I think the Vikings Lions has like a playoff feel to it already. Going into next week. So that one feels bigger. Like if we're talking about which one feels bigger, whether it's the Vikings Lions or Chiefs Niners, I think Vikings Lions feels like the bigger game. Like that's the game you want to watch. Like Chiefs Niners is cool. Like Super Bowl rematch, and we'll see how they do. But again, it's hard because there's so many injured players on the Niners. They're not playing their best. The Chiefs haven't been playing their best. They got a lot of injuries there in the wide receiver position and all that. So it's still, like I said, that one could be entertaining, but Vikings Lions I think is going to be the matchup. That's going to be fun to say. And lots of the last couple of years. There have been a lot more injuries and early season injuries. Now, is that because they've gotten really soft with training camp and they've kind of really pulled back on the preseason and not putting starters out there and really kind of relaxing with that? Is that a problem? Not getting these guys in game shape, ready shape when everything starts? I don't know. But Cincinnati here. As we look at there, Cincinnati's going to have the ball at the 3-yard line. That is where the penalty knocks them back to. Joe Burrow standing in his own end zone. 1st and 10. That's going to be a handoff and no gain for the Cincinnati Bengals on 1st down. Banks and Burns in on the stop. I actually don't know the current status of Aaron Jones. I can check here quick. As we look here, second, they give him a, come on. He didn't get anywhere. Why would you get a yard out of that? He did not get up to the 4-yard line. What a bad fucking spot. Joe Burrow in shotgun. Again, it's going to be a pass there to Chase. He's going to get up to about the 11-yard line, and it'll be third and a long one probably here for Cincinnati, which means they're going to run for a fucking 90-yard touchdown, 80, 89, 88-yard touchdown, whatever it'll be. As we see the Bengals line up here for third and one. It is indeed a long one. Joe Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Gets sacked. No! Because they have to let him go because you'll get a penalty flag thrown in. So instead of dragging him to the ground like you should, he got away. But he does throw the ball out of bounds, and it'll be 4th and 1, and the Bengals will have to punt. No, I don't think Hutchinson. I think is a much bigger loss than Aaron Jones is for the Vikings. I would say that chief asset. So here come the Bengals. They will punt. And the Giants will take a timeout here. And anything I can find out for Aaron Jones is that he's still week to week. So we'll see what happens next week. Like, that's the problem. Like, the problem is NFL players now are not allowed to do anything to the quarterback. So that's a sack. Should have dragged him to the ground, but you're afraid to do that now because you'll get a penalty flag thrown on you. So the Vikings have dipped in the last couple games, even with Jones. Punt is away. That's going to be caught at the 29-yard line, and that is where the Giants will take over as he tries to return it, but is immediately brought down by the Bengals coverage team. So that is where the Giants will have it. Daniel Jones takes the field with 8:16 left in the first quarter, and they will take a commercial break, and we'll be right back over there. We'll see if the Giants can get anything done on this drive. Also, don't forget, the NLCS is happening right now, too, as the Mets take on the Los Angeles Dodgers, which is kind of funny. ELS, again, love this guy with the massive stats here in the chat. If you want to join us in the chat, by the way, chat is open. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. Now that we've got everything on the technical side back up and running, you can come in and say hi. Stats for rookie quarterbacks making their first start. Spencer Rattler, 22 of 40, 243 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, plus 27 rushing yards. Drake May was 20 of 33, 243 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, and 38 rushing yards for him. Not even just the 90s, like honestly, 10 years ago, no, a little more, like 15 years ago, because 10 years ago is when they started doing the trying to really, really ultra protecting the quarterbacks. I remember when they did that, and Clay Matthews, he got a sack and they threw a penalty for roughing the passer, and he was so I swore he was this close to just stripping naked, walking off the field, flipping the bird to everybody. Like, Clay Matthews was pissed. And we were pissed watching it. And it's because of things like that. Is that you have Joe Burrow, you should be able to just pick him up and drag him to the ground. But now if you do that, that's going to be, they're going to say, roughing the passer or putting undue leverage on the quarterback or whatever other fucking thing there is. And it would be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. So instead of being a sack, now you give them a fresh set of downs and field position. And so it almost is like, okay, well, I'll hold him and hug him, but then he gets away. And if he would have completed the pass there, then it's, it puts the defense at a disadvantage, and it really does suck. So the Giants from their 28-yard line, as the officials, again, suck at spotting the football. We're going to have a handoff here to Tyrone Tracy, and he's going to get a yard before he's pushed back. And it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Gigantes de la Nueva York. I failed Spanish with a 17 in high school, so don't judge my Spanish too badly. Danny Dimes doesn't need to throw darts. He needs to throw dimes. And he's going to throw here on 2nd and 8, as that seemed to be tipped coming out, as it was kind of a screen pass there to Wan'Dale Robinson. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Giants. Primetime Danny Dimes looking like what we got going on here. Primetime Giants offense. Bad play call, bad play execution, just bad play all around here for the New York Football Giants. Third and 8. Man in motion. Danny Dimes in shotgun. Takes the snap. Take a couple steps back. Looks, gets pressured, gets away from the pressure. He's looking to run. He is not Joe Burrow, and he's going to lose a yard. And it'll be 4th and 9, and Giants will have to punt. Of course we will. But we have a flag down. Flag. What is the flag? What do we got? We have holding on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. And the Giants keep the drive going thanks to a holding penalty on Mr. Turner, number 20, from the Cincinnati Bengals, as he got called for holding Darius Slayton, which is, I don't know. I mean, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Even watching it, I think that's kind of a bad call. Oh, yeah, dude, Chief asked that. Cowboys are really bad. Here we go. We have an end around to Wan'Dale Robinson following his blockers. He's going to get a gain of about 7 yards. The referees are only marking it at 6 for some fucking reason because they can't fucking see where the ball is when he actually goes down. These officials are shit. The officials in the NFL this year are absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. But yeah, man, Dallas got absolutely mollywopped in that game, even with Aiden Hutchinson, unfortunately, suffering the injury that he did. They really did fall apart. 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Giants, as they did give him the 7, apparently. Hand off to Tyrone Tracy. He gets tripped up coming out of the backfield, gets half a yard, maybe a yard. And it'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up here for the Giants. Yeah, I did notice that. That was a big story coming out early on in the game. Jim Harbaugh left the sideline, was in the locker room for a significant amount of time with only what was described as an illness. And apparently it was an atrial flutter episode where his heart was just going a little too much pitter-patter. And you don't want to have that. 3rd and 2, play clock under 5. Daniel Jones, empty backfield throws. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton for a first down, as they are now in Bengals territory. They have crossed the 50-yard line. And they keep the chains moving, do the New York Giants. As they got to get something here on this drive. 1st and 10 from the Bengals 43-yard line. Daniel Jones back to throw. Handed off to Tyrone Tracy in the backfield, and that's going to be down to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. It was a pass out of the backfield, not a handoff. And it is another first down for the Giants as Tyrone Tracy picks up where he left off last week in Seattle with some exceptional moves. right out of the backfield. And the Giants move the chains once again. Daniel Jones in shotgun again. Steps back. Looks. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught by Wan'Dale Robinson down to the 15-yard line for the New York Giants. And another Giants first down. Daniel Jones seems to be warming up here a little bit. Giants offense moving nicely. ELS in chat. Being very excited tomorrow. I'm going to see just a bit outside the story of the 1982 Milwaukee Brewers documentary movie. Good! ELS, congratulations on that. That's nice. Let me know how it is. We will be in here. I don't know what time you're doing it tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be out before Monday Night Football is over. 1st and 10. Daniel Jones back. Looking to throw. Getting pressure. Ball is floated up. That's going to be picked off. I spoke too soon about him warming up and the Giants offense doing well. Don't know what Daniel Jones was fucking thinking there. Eat the fucking ball. Eat the sack. Can you eat the fucking sack, please? Just take the sack. It was a first down. You're getting pressured, fine. You're going to get... It's good. What a terrible decision. What a terrible decision by Daniel Jones. And, like, you're getting pressured. Like, he got hit. His arm got hit when he was throwing it, so it floated. And, like, yeah, but that's... The decision to throw the ball is the bad thing. It's not that the throw was bad. Of course it was going to be bad because it hit the fucking Bengals' arm as he's throwing it. But you got to be able to... Like, you have to have... Well, it's going to be a long night. Giants had a great drive going there. Absolutely great drive. It was kept alive by a Bengals penalty, but then after that, they had first down. Looked to be moving the ball, looking very good. And then they just a very bad decision. Thank you so much. Listen, Chief Asset, thanks for being in the chat with me and hanging out with me watching this mess that is the New York Football Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. As you're enjoying it out there at 8 a.m. in beautiful Thailand. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what. I don't understand how you make that throw if you're Daniel Jones. Like, just eat the ball. Just eat it. Listen, sometimes taking a sack is better than throwing up in the air. Just throwing it up in the air is a bad. We saw what happened with Derek Carr a couple games ago against the Chiefs there, where he just threw it up. Oh, make it to the sidelines. Nope, didn't make it. You just have to eat that throw. You just have to eat that throw. But anyway, so the Bengals get the ball. They are up around their own 30-yard line, it appears. Indeed, they are there at the 27-yard line, their own 27. Joe Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap, quick throw out to the left side in the flat, and that's going to be a first down for the Bengals. Chase Brown with the reception out of the backfield. Oh boy, that's a rough fantasy day right there. Only 16.1 points. Yikes. Again, a handoff to Chase Brown on 1st and 10. He's going to get it to the 45-yard line, and it's going to be a 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, something like that. So, Chase Brown, Canadian. His brother's a safety for the Eagles, so right now they can both go eat shit. 2nd and 3 here for the Bengals from the 45-yard line. Got to get to the 48 for a first down. Joe Burrow fakes the pitch out. He's going to throw it. That's batted up in the air and falls incomplete. None of the Giants can get to it. And we got 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Bengals. I don't know how much Jared Allen's going to get him any much point. I think your fantasy division opponent in there is probably going to lose that game there. ELS. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Joe Burrow in shotgun. He's got trips over to his left. He steps back, looks, throws, and that is going to be caught by Higgins at the 50, and that's a first down for the Bengals as they keep the chains moving. As they're going to make the Giants pay for Daniel Jones' stupid fucking mistake. First and 10. Going to be a pitch there to Brown. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit past it. It's going to be 2nd and a very long 9 is what she said. Yeah, no, that one where everybody just broke to the left, and even the safeties, like, once you see, like, this, I don't know. And they were looking down the field. It's not like they were, like, I don't know. That was just bad all over. Just bad all over, man. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Burrow and shotgun. That's going to be a handoff here, and that's going to be a gain of about 8 yards, maybe 7. Okereke with the tackle on Moss. So again, a 3rd and short coming up here for the Bengals. Giants defense needing to get a stop. Or a turnover. Or something. To get the ball back into Daniel Jones' hands. Where hopefully he won't fuck up something. Joe Burrow takes the snap back. And the handoff is immediately met by Brian Burns. Moses, that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards on 3rd down. And it will be 4th down, and the Bengals will have to punt. Brian Burns just unblocked, blows that play up immediately. Kind of bobbled on the handoff, too. The Bengals are lucky that wasn't a fumble. 4th and 7. And the Bengals will now have to punt. And that is the end of the first quarter. So the second quarter will begin with a punt from the Bengals. Giants defense, outside of one fucked up play, as our good friend Chief Asset in the chat mentioned, one play by the Giants defense where they let Joe Burrow run for, 47-yard touchdown. As you do. Just let a quarterback, slow-ass white quarterback, run for 47 yards to get a touchdown. Outside of that one brain lapse, the Giants defense has been fairly decent so far of keeping the Bengals in check. The Giants, their offense needs to play better. Daniel Jones, again, they looked like they were starting to cook up something there. And then just a boneheaded decision from Daniel Jones. Hopefully that doesn't stick with him. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Hopefully his confidence isn't really messed up from that. And we're still able to go ahead and move the ball like we were doing at the end of that drive before the mistake when it comes to Daniel Jones. ELS, checking out some of the old school sports. I used to love ESPN Classic. I don't know if anybody remembers ESPN Classic back in the day. But that used to be a town. They used to play all the old school sports, whether it was pro sports, old school college stuff, things like that. Like you're watching historical Michigan State versus Marquette. Back in the day when Marquette was Marquette, Marquette was quite the name, and they're still a big name in college basketball. But they were, I mean, they were huge there in the '70s, '60s, and '70s. So I used to love watching all that old shit. They'd watch, they'd play some of the old Super Bowl broadcasts and old football broadcasts. They'd often play the old boxing matches. That's where you got to see the old. And I'm from Bayonne, New Jersey, and they used to play the old Bayonne Bleeder, Chuck Wepner against Muhammad Ali, the story that inspired the Rocky movies. That guy's from my hometown. He's a cokehead and a drunk, but he did go 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali, so. We'll see. I'll see. When it comes to, we'll see how Burrow reacts here. If the Giants can keep it close, if they can rattle him in the backfield, that's the thing, is the Giants defense has really got to go ahead and put the pressure on Burrow here. If we can get the turnovers, that'll help. And we have to keep Daniel Jones from getting turnovers. He's been pretty decent of it all year. This is the first real bad mistake since the Minnesota game that I've seen him have. Fair catch for the Giants at the 14-yard line, and that is where they will take over. And as we're seeing some terrible animations here from NBC. Six for 10, 62 yards so far for Daniel Jones, and of course that really bad pick. As the Giants start off there from the 14-yard line, Daniel Jones in shotgun, empty backfield. Tyrone Tracy fakes the handoff. Daniel Jones is going to run for about 11 yards, maybe 12, depending on the spot. It's going to be first down for the Giants. Designed run. For some reason, NBC had a first and goal graphic up there because people at NBC suck at their job. So there we go. Maybe get a little more confidence there in Daniel Jones. Giants moving a lot of pieces around here, a lot of men in motion. They do set. Daniel Jones under center takes the snap. And again, fakes the handoff to Tyrone Tracy. And Daniel Jones eats the sack there, unfortunately. But, hey, better than fucking throwing it up in the air, Danny. So, second and long coming up here for the Giants. Hendrickson with the sack there for the Bengals. Second and 19. Daniel Jones going to run it again. And he just bowls over people. Daniel Jones just running through motherfuckers. It'll be third down for the Giants. They made up some decent yardage on that play. Daniel Jones running over linebackers here. So 3rd and 8. Again, it was an 11-yard run there from Daniel Jones. 12:57 and counting here in the second quarter. Play clock under 3. Daniel Jones takes a snap, looks, throws, deep ball. Just misses Wan'Dale Robinson. It's incomplete. 4th and 8. Giants will punt. Malik Neighbors is out tonight for the New York Giants, as is Devin Singletary. Although that may not be terrible, as we have Tyrone Tracy, who's played well last week in Seattle, and he's already had a pretty decent run or two in this game as well. Malik Neighbors hurts. Wish he was playing here, but He was at a Travis Scott concert at MetLife Stadium. I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. Loud, very loud noises and things of that nature. But did my stream freeze? I think my stream froze. Hold on. Because Peacock sucks. Oh, does Peacock suck. And in Deedy Duty, there was a bit of a stream error. So let's go ahead and get this reloaded. Oh no. Is the stream down? Come on. I was wondering why nothing was coming up. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see if we can catch something else here. Well, that's got volume on it. We can't have that now, can we? Either way, punt is away. Bengals have it. But yeah, the Giants got a bunch of injuries, and again, Malik Neighbors probably the biggest part of that. But we'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy King, hanging out with you on this Sunday night, watching the Giants just make mistake after mistake and fuck up everything to the Bengals here, losing to the Bengals 7-0. Bengals up 7-0 thanks to a Joe Burrow 47-yard touchdown run, where just every Giant on the field just decided to ignore the fact that he was running. And just let him get, the slowest white person in the world, allowed him to get to the end zone for a touchdown. Speaking of which, chat's open. If you want to come in and say hi, say hello. Chat is open for everybody. We've got ELS. We've got Chief Asset in there as well. We've got a bunch of other people. If you want to come in and join us, chat is open. Come on in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. If you like what you're watching, please like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much. Hit that little notification bell. Because we're always doing stuff here. Like I said, on Saturday we had Jimbo bringing you 4 hours of live play-by-play and reactions to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships from Spain. He brought that to you there. He loves doing the MMA stuff. So a lot of bare knuckle fighting and a lot of UFC he will do live streams for. So we're not just football here. Of course, hockey season's here. We'll be doing some live streams for hockey games as well. So there's a lot going on here. If you want to know everything that happens when we go ahead, not just our shows too. We have, of course, the countdown. We have the main podcast that comes on Wednesdays. We have the Friday forecast. All of that. Go ahead and hit that notification bell on that little drop-down menu. Make sure you hit all notifications, and that'll let you know whenever we have a new live stream or a video pop up for you. If you want to help us out more directly, we have a link for our donation station at the top of our chat, as well as in our description right underneath the video here, as well as our merch store. Brand new merch in there as well. Again, link is at the top of the chat and in our description. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Joe Burrow steps back, looks. He's got time. He's got time, which is something you can't allow him to have. He's trying to sneak away, throws, finally does get it away. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bengals. Giants put some pressure on him, but cannot get Joe Burrow down. And they're trying to say that we got a legal man downfield or intentional grounding. And there is a flag down. We do have a flag. Did he ever get out of the tackle box? I don't know. Either way, that is a flag. It will count whether they pick it up or not. So the referees are looking around, jerking each other off, having no idea what's going on. What's the rule? I don't even remember. What's that? I don't know. No one tell me. I don't know. But it is intentional grounding against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. That'll be a, 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. 2nd down. Joe Burrow, he did a lot of dancing in between the tackle box here. But either way, 2nd and 24 now here for the Bengals from their 16-yard line. Joe Burrow steps back, gets it to Moss in the backfield, avoids one tackle. He's able to go ahead, instead of getting a 5-yard loss, gets a 2-yard gain. And it will now be 3rd and 21 here for the Bengals. Chief Asset in chat says, I knew the Broncos would stumble today and fall back down to earth, but other than that, seems like most of the games today went accordingly. Yes, I thought the Broncos would win. I honestly did. I picked them. I thought they were going to build up some momentum there. But the Chargers, again, the Chargers got out to that 20-0 lead, but then the Broncos did storm back. Like I said, the Broncos only lost. What was the final score there? 23-16. They were losing that game 20-0. So, hell of a comeback there. So 3rd and 22 for the Bengals. Joe Burrow throws, and it's going to get it up to the 29-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and about 11. They're going to have to punt. And the Giants defense able to hold after the intentional grounding on Joe Burrow. Daniel Jones, again, is going to get another opportunity. The Giants offense, the defense is giving the Giants offense opportunities here. The Giants have to go ahead and take advantage of what their defense is handing them. The punt is away. Giants get it at the 16-yard line. 17 is where the refs are going to say they returned it to. And that is where the Giants will go ahead and take over. Deep in their own end. Good punt there by the Cincinnati Bengals. Chief Asset in the chat. Hopefully the Bills-Jets is a good game, but most likely it won't be. Listen, it's going to be good just for the drama of it. It's very much a soap opera. We're going to see what happens with Olbrich as head coach. What's going to happen with the Jets? Do they get any better now that Hackett has been removed from play calling duties? There's a lot to look at, a lot to wonder about. Will the Bills bounce back, or is this who the Bills really are? Josh Allen's had 2 really bad games in a row. So we'll see what happens. Daniel Jones in shotgun, 1st and 10 for the Giants, as it's going to be a handoff to Tyrone Tracy, and that is going to be a gain of 2.5 yards. Tough running there. I did think the Cardinals were going to win. I picked them in my picks, in my pick 'em. I thought the Cardinals were going to play a lot tougher, stronger game than they did, and they unfortunately decided to fumble ball 8 billion fucking times. And the Packers went ahead and capitalized on pretty much all of them, and did a pretty good mollywhopping of Arizona there in Lambeau, 34-13. Another handoff here for the Giants, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. So 3rd, and it looks to be about 3.5, maybe 4 coming up here. Gray with the previous carries, by the way. Well, it was not Tyrone Tracy. That was Gray on the last 2 carries for the New York Giants. I think Chief Asset might be a little bit ahead of us here, as our stream is not there yet. We are still at 3rd and 3 for the New York Giants. 9:46 left in the second quarter as the clock is running. Play clock at 6. Daniel Jones back, looking, cannot find anybody. He's going to pull it down and run it himself, and he's going to just get the first down. Takes a couple licks, but he gets up, and it is indeed a New York Giants first down. Daniel Jones is not known for his deep ball there, Chief Asset. Again, he did have 2 deep passes against Seattle last week, but the deep throw is not Daniel Jones's forte as we know it. So 3 fumbles by the Cardinals. It seemed like a lot more. It seemed like every time I was talking to you in a chat, ELS, that the Cardinals had another fumble. So Giants 1st and 10 now from the 27.5-yard line. Daniel Jones back, looking to throw. He does complete it, and that's going to be a first down. Tyrone Tracy with the catch out of the backfield. And the Giants get another first down. Daniel Jones, 1st and 10. Throws the ball deep. That is a deep ball, and that is out of the reach of Darius Slayton, 2nd and 10. Daniel Jones throws it. Not deep ball, not known as his forte, but was able to get that one pretty far out. Dude, now listen. Jerry Jones already came out and said he's not going to make any drastic moves, but I think that by tomorrow, I think McCarthy's fired. I really do. I agree with you on that one. 2nd and 10 for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones takes the snap. We got flags on the snap that's going to be caught here by Bellinger. But we do have flags. What is the flag? Is it going to be illegal formation on the Giants? Is it going to be encroachment? And we have a legal shift on the New York Giants. A legal shift. And that is going to be a 5-yard penalty, 2nd down still for the Giants. And we're up to 4 flags for the game. But with that, I absolutely do agree with you, ELS. Even though Jerry Jones came out saying, oh, no drastic decisions yet, no drastic decisions. If you saw the video on Twitter, you can go check out. If you see the video, I believe it was from Ed Werder who posted it, who covers the Cowboys. If you go and look at that, it's he kind of has the Mr. McMahon, I'm going to fire you walk. 2nd and 15 for the Giants. Handoff to Tyrone Tracy. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up here for the Giants. Tyrone Tracy comes off the field. Giants got to make up 15 yards here to get a 1st down. We'll see what they can do. But yeah, I think here's the thing that changes it. That was the change in the equation is the Jets firing Robert Saleh. I think that kind of popped the cherry, as you will, on coach firings, and it seems like that's kind of how it's going here. 3rd and 15. Daniel Jones back to throw. Can't find anybody open. He's rolling out to his right. He's just going to pull it down and now run it himself. He's going to gain about 10 yards, but going to be 5 yards short of the 1st down, as no Giant receiver could get open. And the Giants will punt. And again, the Giants defense has been stopping Cincinnati here, but the Giants offense cannot take advantage of it. The one time they did, Daniel Jones threw a very ill-timed and ill-conceived interception, and since then the Giants have just been getting in their own way. So here comes the punt again for the New York Giants. Kick is away. And that's going to be fair caught down at the 11-yard line for the Cincinnati Bengals, and that is where they will take over. Here with 6:19 left here in the 2nd quarter. The Bengals 7, the New York Giants nothing. I would love for the Giants to get a pick 6. The Giants do need a turnover desperately here. It seems like if anything's going to happen in this game, the Giants defense is going to have to make it happen. So we will see. ELS also in the chat saying that the Cowboys and the Jaguars both need to fire their head coach. It seems like, again, and I think this is where the Saleh firing comes in big here, because I think that is going to move the needle for Jerry Jones and for Shad Khan. I think both Doug Peterson might be the first coach, to coach one game in London and be fired in London, and there be a different coach for the second game in London. That's what it feels like. He's going to be the first international firing, because the Jaguars are listless. They're not good. And in a game where you thought, well, they played well against the Colts, it looked like maybe they were starting to turn a corner. Trevor Lawrence played his best game of the season so far against the Colts. And now they're going to London. They're used to going to London. That's kind of their home away from home. They usually do well over there, actually. And then they let Caleb Williams just, teabag them and just drag it all over their face. 4 touchdowns, could have been 5, as that one was actually called back as being short for the end zone. But Caleb Williams played a hell of a game. And so now you have that. And I think, again, with the Saleh firing, and never mind the sink noise in the background, that's just my beautiful, beautiful wife cleaning up from what was an absolutely lovely dinner, by the way. I don't even want to, be too dramatic about it, but it was delicious. Nice little buffalo chicken strips, you know what I'm saying? Like the good, nice and spicy, very good. Some crinkle cut French fries. Perfect football Sunday meal. Great stuff for you, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. Yes. I think the solidifying opens the door for and makes it almost easier for Jerry Jones and for Shad Khan to go ahead and fire their head coaches, both Mike McCarthy and Doug Peterson. Well, with Dak, I don't know what it is. Is it just he's off, or is maybe there's some injuries? Maybe he doesn't have good repertoire. Like I don't know, because he's got CD Lamb, so I don't know. With Trevor Lawrence just was never that good. I think that was just a bad investment by Shad Khan, if we're going to be honest with it. 1st and 10 here. That's going to be a handoff and a gain of about 4.5 yards. For the Bengals, actually 3.5 yards, so maybe 4 yards total. Don't worry about that. I'll get that. My beautiful wife doing some domestic work. I'll do it. I like cleaning dishes. It's what I do. I do it right. And I do it well. And plus I do it right. So 2nd and 6 coming up here now for the Bengals. Joe Burrow gets pressure from behind, but he does complete it to Higgins, and that's going to be a first down and more as he breaks it loose. As then he starts flexing as the Bengals now have made some room. They got a big chunk yardage, and the Giants defense allows them to get a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Bengals from the Giants 40-yard. Not from the Giants, from their own 40-yard line. Sorry, Joe Burrow throws. That's going to be crossed. That is going to be caught by Higgins. Darius Slayton could never catch a ball like that. He drops balls that are right in his chest, so never mind that. If you hear the trickling in the background, that's just you reminding yourself that you have to go piss. 4:20 left here in the second quarter. Cincinnati, 2nd and 3 from their own 47-yard line. That's going to be a pitch back to Brown, and he's actually going to lose a yard about on that play for the Giants defense. I'm sure there has. I'd have to go ahead and look at it. You might have to go on Pro Football Focus or something like that to figure that out. I'd have to go look. I'm sure there's been a no-penalty NFL game at some point in its history. Maybe it was like 1923. I have no fucking idea, but that could be. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Bengals as they actually lost 2 yards on the play. Clock running down here. Play clock under 5. 3:30. The ball is snapped. Joe Burrow looking, throws, pump fakes. Doesn't get it off. Now he throws, and it's dropped by Jamar Chase. Hits Jamar Chase in the hands. He drops it. 4th and 5, and the Bengals are going to have to punt. Giants catch a lucky break there. And of course, our stat man in the chat, ELS, there with you, their chief asset. The last NFL game without a penalty was November 10th, 1940, as the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 7-3. The Bengals punt, and they're going to down it at about the 8-yard line. And that is where the Giants will take over at their own 8. 3:14 left here in the second quarter. Bengals with a 7-0 lead, as the Giants have, outside of their second drive where they were actually able to get something going, and then Daniel Jones threw a terrible interception. The Giants offense has not been able to get anything going. But there we go. I knew that it was going to be an old stat, and I should have known ELS was going to be able to pick up that stat for us. And sure enough, ELS, the man with the plan, Johnny on the spot, as they say, gives us the stat that we need. And that's why we love you, ELS. That's why you are the man. Again, thank you so much for watching us here. My name is King, here with you on Stay Tuned Sports, here with you as I am every single Sunday night football game. Tonight, of course, it is the Bengals and the Giants. We're here for you every primetime game, every Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night football game, as well as any and all Philadelphia Eagle and New York Giants games, so long as Jimbo's with us. Jimbo usually likes to do the Eagles games. He was feeling ill today. Yet again, it's yet another Sunday that he's missed. Having a problem with all these illnesses that he has. Certainly hope that he feels better and gets better with these weekend flus. But so what was supposed to be an Eagles-Browns watch-along turned to a Washington football team of Redskins Commanders and Ravens watch-along, which we did a little earlier right here. And now we have this game here. But that's what we usually watch. We have the primetime games Sunday, Monday, and Thursdays. And, of course, any Eagles, if Jimbo's with us, and Giants games, we will be watching along with you as well. As you saw this past Saturday, also, we do live stream watch-alongs for MMA. As bare knuckle boxing was going on, Jimbo brought that to you live for 4 hours here on the live stream, giving you the play-by-play and reaction to that goings-on. He also likes to cover UFC pay-per-views and live events as well, so pay attention to those when those happen. Of course, hockey season's here as well. We'll be doing some watch-alongs for that upcoming as well. If you want to help us out more directly, other than liking and sharing and subscribing, you can go ahead and donate to us. We have our donation station link at the top of the chat, which you can come in and join, which is very nice. It's open for everybody. Also, at the top of the description there, right below the video, we have the link there as well. 1st and 10, Daniel Jones throws over the middle. That's going to be caught by Slayton, and Slayton's going to break it open. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, 50, 40, down to the 30-yard line where it looks like he steps out maybe a little bit before that, and we have a flag down, though. Of course we do. Big play, cool play. The refs are going to have to fucking ruin it. Because it's not about football. It's about the stripes, right? Flag, 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 flag. Illegal man downfield. Eat my asshole. What bullshit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So now 1st and 14 for the Giants, as we had a great play, massive play, best play of the day, pulled back. Because it's not about football. It's not about great plays. It's about the officials and the minutia of the game. You know, somebody was, first of all, that fucking yard rule for the lineman on a pass play is a shit rule. It should be the 3 yards like it was. Daniel Jones throws a deep ball, missed. It's going to be 2nd and 14 now. Unbelievable. You can never have a big play in football anymore. You can't have a big play. If you have a big play, flags come out. Second and 14 coming up here for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones in a shotgun position. Takes the snap, back, looks, throws. Incomplete. 3rd and 14 for the Giants. I don't know what else to say. I honestly don't. When it comes to the officials, it's bullshit. Great play, and they call it back for a nothing call. For an absolutely nothing call. They call that back. Bullshit. Giants going to have to punt. After having the ball deep in Cincinnati territory after a bad penalty flag call by the officials, the Giants have to punt now out of their own end. What's the point of even watching the fucking games anymore? Like, honestly, what's the fucking point? Do we want to watch good football or do we want to watch the fucking ref show? Fucking atrocious. Atrocious fucking calls. It's not just this game either. It's not just the Giants. ELS will tell you, as you see him in the chat, talking about how I go on the refs again. Every time, every primetime game we fucking have, it's got to be some bullshit fucking call from these refs that take back multiple big plays. Fun plays. Good football. Entertaining plays. Could make the game entertaining. Fuck that. Who wants to watch entertaining football? Nobody, apparently. We just want to watch the referees throw flag. That's what we want to watch. We want to watch referees. It's about the stripes, not about talented football players, high-skill players, entertaining games of teams battling back and forth. No, we want to make sure that, this there, we had a foot over the line of the way. No, flag. It's got to be a flag. Come on, guys. You know that's, you can't do that now. Had nothing to do with the play and was barely a penalty. Had nothing to do. He's just standing there looking to block somebody. But no, he's right over that yard. So there we go. Bullshit. Absolute garbage. Fucking nonsense. Every week from these officials. And nobody's going to do anything about it. Nobody can complain about it because you get fined. The NFL fines you. The referees union fines you. You can't say anything. Oh, the referees are doing a great job. No, the fuck they're not. The referees in the NFL have been worse this year than maybe ever before. We're talking about replacement official bad. We're talking about like 2011 bad. Or 2012, whatever the fuck the replacement officials were. Congratulations, Vince Carter, for making it into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Congratulations. I don't like, and I don't think that's the thing either there, Chief Asset, because, doing robot refs or robot umps or robot officials, everything then becomes about the minutia. Everything is, there's a little tiny infraction. Oh, everything gets called back. Like the one thing is that with the human refs, there should be some nuance there. Know that, okay, this has really nothing to do with the play. It's not impacting it. It's not anything like that. I'm not going to throw the flag. Instead, these refs are acting like that. They're acting like robots and just being like, oh, there's a little something there, flag. And it's like that's the problem. Is they don't allow the game to happen. They don't allow the game to breathe. They strangle the entertainment and they strangle the fun out of the game. We watch football for football entertainment, not for a fucking legal drama. If we wanted to watch that, we'd still be watching fucking Boston Legal or Law and fucking Order. Punt away. Bengals get it at the 41-yard line. Minute 50 left here. And here's the thing, and this is why I like the XFL and the UFL now, like with that, is because they have absolute transparency with the officiating. You hear what they're saying. If there's a replay, they have a referee in the booth that is doing it, and you hear the communication between him and the on-field ref. You know what's going on. Joe Burrow designed run here on first down, and he gets sacked for a 2-yard loss by Ojulari. Clock is running a minute 38, 37, and 36 here for Cincinnati. 2nd down and 12 will be coming up. Dodgers up 5-0 on the Mets in the bottom of the 4th. Mets getting their ass handed to them. Joe Burrow again with a run. He's going to pass it. Gets it up to about the 50-yard line. There's no way you can give him the roll. He was on the ground already at the 50. It is third down for the Bengals. They're calling it 3rd and 4. 40 seconds left and counting. Bengals 2 timeouts, Giants 2 timeouts. Joe Burrow with the snap. And he gets sacked back at the 41-yard line by the Giants. Old Jawari, again, he gets the sack there. And the Bengals are going to punt. The Giants call their second timeout. So the Giants defense playing very well here. The Giants offense, it seems like whenever they're getting something cooking, it's either Daniel Jones fucks up or the referees fuck up. So just the Giants offense surrounded by fuck ups. And they'll have 29 seconds to probably just kneel on the ball here. Kick is away. And that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants will get it at the 20-yard line. They'll probably just end up kneeling on it because I don't trust this team to do anything. Anyway, at least I wouldn't. The Giants do get the ball first in the second half. And that's exactly what the Giants do. So great call of a timeout there for no fucking reason or anything else like that. Like I don't know. I don't know. But we have reached halftime here on Sunday Night Football as the Bengals lead the New York Giants 7-0. Giants offense not able to get anything going. We get a little bit of something going, and again, Daniel Jones throws a terrible interception. We get something else going, and there's a terrible penalty call by the officials on the Giants that ruined that great pass play against something that had nothing to do with the play itself. So, whatever. That's what we're dealing with here right now. Thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. I'm sorry if I scared anybody away with my fucking referee rant, but that will happen at times. What are you going to do? I thank you for joining us here. If you like what you're watching, if you like watching just a bold man rant incessantly about the terrible officiating of the NFL officials in 2024, then boy, am I your guy. You have found the right channel for sure. If you like what you are watching, by the way, please like, share, subscribe. It does help us out immensely. You do not understand, and we do thank you to everybody who has already subscribed, who hangs out with us in the chat. The chat is open, by the way, if you want to come and hang out with us. That is there for you. Open, ready to go, whatever you want to say. You want to come in here and challenge me on my referee take? Do you want to agree with my referee take? How'd your team do today? How'd your fantasy team do today? Let us know. Join us. Jump in the chat. We got our boy ELS in there, our boy Chief Asset all the way from Thailand joining us in there as well. You can join us in there and let your voice be heard. If you'd like to help us out more directly, we have the link to our donation station from Buy Me a Coffee. That is down in the chat in the very top. We have it pinned there, as is our merch store link also there in the top of the chat. Also, both of those links are available in the video description right underneath this if you want to check that out as well. Thank you so very much if you do so. ELS in the chat, college football news. Number 23 Army and number 25 Navy are ranked in the same AP poll for the first time since 1960, as both teams are 6-0 and running wild there in the American Athletic Conference. And boy, now the scenarios you got to think of, which people have been bringing up. And again, we're a long way away, but now we're talking about a chance of there being you can have the AAC championship game happening the weekend before the Army-Navy game. And since both Army and Navy are in the AAC, if they both win out and face each other in the AAC championship game, Like you have a situation where one team can beat the other in the AAC championship game and then lose in the Army Navy game. Then what do you do when it comes to the college football playoff rankings? Especially when you have, that especially if they're like one of the best a group of five conference champions. Now you're talking about something. Now things can get really interesting. My solution to that would be you just postpone the AAC championship game to the Army Navy game. Make that the de facto championship game if that situation ever does happen. Because then it's kind of cool. You're at a neutral site. You already have it there. It's set to go. Like, run it like that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just how I would do it. I have no idea if that's how they'll do it. I know there's probably money involved with having the championship game at some neutral site, and they've already built it up or do whatever. Or money involved and blah, 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 whatever. But that's what I would. My solution to that would just be delay the AAC championship game and have it be the Army Navy game be the AAC championship game. If that's how it shakes down. Again, long way to go in the season. There's a lot of college football left to be played. But right now, Army and Navy are killing it on the football field and doing the best that they've done since the days of Roger Staubach and the days of Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside there for Army. So, long way to go, but still looking good for the military academies. Not Air Force. Air Force not looking that great, but. I did want to check something here. Give me a second. Checking the internet for things and information. Checking it out. Okay, because I wanted to check what the AP Top 25 was anyway, see where my boys are. We have Texas at number 1. Oregon is at number 2 after their big win over Ohio State. Ohio State only moves down 2 spots to number 4. Penn State's up 1 to number 3. So your top 5 go like this: Texas at 6-0, Oregon at 6-0, Penn State at 6-0, Ohio State at 5-1, Georgia at 5-1. Miami at 6-0 is ranked 6th, although I think they are very inconsistent. At 7, Alabama, who just squeaked out a win against the South Carolina Cox. Go Cox! As they mounted a furious comeback and almost got it. They got the onside kick, but threw a pick on their last possession. LSU at number 8 at 5-1. Iowa State 6-0 at number 9. Clemson at number 10 at 5-1. They've made quite the climb after their disastrous opening against Georgia, where they got crushed. Tennessee at 5-1. They are 11th. They are down 3 spots. Notre Dame is at 12. They've lost a spot. They won this week very well, very convincingly, but they're down a spot. So I don't understand how the fuck that happens. So fuck the AP. BYU, they are up a spot to 13. Texas A&M is 14th. Boise State up 2 spots. They are now 15th at 5-1. Indiana 6-0. They are up to number 16. 2 spots up. Kansas State up a spot to number 17. Ole Miss down 9 spots, now down to 18. Missouri up 2 spots to 19. Pitt, they are 6-0, and they are at the number 20 spot. SMU is 21. Illinois, 22. Army, number 23, as was discussed in here. Michigan at number 24. And Navy closing out the AP Top 25 at number 25. Rutgers runs into, again, they had a tough game against Nebraska. And then I don't know if they got discouraged or just had a bad go of it. I don't know, but let me see what was the score. Let's see. Oh yeah, wow, that was bad. And Wisconsin's not that good either. Both teams now are 4-2, but losing 42-7 to Rutgers when you're playing at home. I don't know, but that kills a lot of any hope that Rutgers had of having anything significant happen this season. So You got to look forward now to next season if you're Rutgers and Rutgers fan. I like Rutgers. I like Jersey, but boy, that does not look well. And I mean, that helps Wisconsin. Again, that looks better for them. Gets them back in the win column. Hopefully gets them a little bit more confidence going on for the rest of their Big Ten schedule. For Rutgers, they kind of have to start putting some pieces together here and figure out what's going on. And listen, New Jersey has some of the most talented football players in the country when you think about it. When you have, like Pennsylvania, Ohio, Texas, clearly, Florida, California. Those are the big states. New Jersey is very close to a lot of those states as far as talent. But they can't get anybody to stay because who wants to go to fucking Rutgers? That needs to change. And, if that means bringing in New York City-style NIL money, there's a lot of billion-dollar companies in New Jersey and in the New York area. They need to start finding a way to bribe some of these kids to stay home, stay in Rutgers, and work with that. Use the NIL to your advantage and get some of them staying here. Because otherwise, it's not looking great for the future of Rutgers. As we see, they're talking about Saleh, of course, being fired there in New York. Of course, we will talk more about that tomorrow night, where I will be joining you live Monday Night Football watch along as the Bills take on the Jets from this very HVAC unit in the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium, as we follow every primetime game here on Stay Tuned Sports. Giants are going to have to do something here in the second half, get out of their own way, stop causing so many problems. But Daniel Jones has got to do something here. I don't know. Let's see. The last two games for the Wisconsin Badgers. Badgers scored 98 points, and their opponents only scored 13. So, again, like I said, Wisconsin is... Who did they play in their other game other than Rutgers? Let me see. Oh, you played Purdue, of course. Notre Dame put a 70-plus spot up on them. So, let's be serious here. Illinois put 50 up on Purdue, even though they only won 50-49. So, they put 50 up. Purdue almost put 50 up. So, if you're Illinois, Wisconsin won 52-6. Nebraska beat them 28-10. Oregon State beat them 38-21. Of course, Notre Dame beat them 66-7. Notre Dame could have put 70 up on them. Should have put 70 up on them. But yeah. Purdue's only win this year was against Indiana State, the Sycamores. They won 49-0. Since then, Notre Dame 66-7, Oregon State 38-21, Nebraska 28-10, Wisconsin 52-6, and Illinois 50-49. Purdue, not a great team. Next 2 weeks are Northwestern. That should be a win, and then Penn State. Wisconsin might get their... They might get their dookie holes ripped open on that one, my friend. That might be rough sensual loving without the KY jelly when it comes to Penn State and Wisconsin. And if there's somebody who knows about uncomfortable butt loving, it would definitely be the Penn State Nittany Lions program. I'm a terrible person. Anyway, Penn State is terrible people. And having lived up in Northeast Pennsylvania during that time when that was all happening, by the way, Penn State fans are disgusting people. And they're gross. Because they didn't give a shit about the kids. They didn't give a shit about anything else that happened. They cared about the program. What happens to the program? What's happened to us? And to be honest, they should have gotten a death penalty from the NCAA. And the fact that they didn't was horrendous. And the fact that you still have people up there defending Joe Pa, you still have people up there defending the program, and who don't care about it. And their thing was always about, well, the players here, they had nothing to do with that. Why are you punishing them? No, it's really punishing you, because you guys also turned a blind eye to everything. And then when the evidence came out, still turned a blind eye and said, well, it's too late. Nothing should happen for raping kids. Excuse me? No. I'm sorry. So Penn State fans, the Penn State program can really go eat shit. You know, I actually used to like Penn State. I knew some people who went there, rooted for them. And then when all this stuff came out, and I just saw how their fans were, how their fans acted with all this, no, like left a major, terrible taste in my mouth. And I will never root for Penn State in anything, even if they're playing up against USC like they did against this past week and almost lost and probably should have lost. As we're looking at some clips here of the New York Giants' 100th anniversary squad and celebration that they're putting here on Sunday night. That happened at halftime. Congratulations to all those. Let's get these timeouts back to where they should be as the second half is about to begin. And that will be indeed a dynamic touchback. And the Giants will get the ball at the 30-yard line. Let's get the quarter to the third, which we have here. And there we go. Second half underway here. Thank you for so much joining us, or thank you so much for joining us. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Not as long as last Sunday, that's for sure. But thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King, and Daniel Jones under center here. First down from the 30. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Daniel Jones back, looks, throws, complete. Nope, incomplete. Darius Slayton does not catch the football, as usual. It was a low throw, do not get me wrong. Not the best throw from Daniel Jones. But you got to come up with that ball. 2nd and 10 for the New York Giants. And again, Slayton wide open. Bad pass. Still should have been caught, but bad pass. 8 for 17 is Daniel Jones. 81 yards and an interception. Not the best stats. Missing more than half of his passes. Hand off to Tyrone Tracy. That's going to be a light gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a half a yard gain. 3rd and a very long 9 coming up here for the Giants. If you can hear the disinterest in my voice, I mean, I've seen this movie before, so. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch a fat man be depressed and lose his mental health over his football team. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. 3rd and 10. Daniel Jones and shotgun. Takes the snap, back, looking to throw, steps up. He completes the pass to Bellinger. There's a flag. Is it going to be another illegal man downfield? What kind of penalty is this going to be on the Giants now? Or what dumb fucking minutia penalty is this that you're going to throw? You're going to say illegal formation because you're fucking cunts? You fucking striped assholes. Yeah, they're calling like illegal formation on the Giants. Stupid. Yeah. Anytime the Giants score, get any kind of yardage, it's just going to be a flag on us for some dumbass fucking shit. Is that what we're doing here now, Mr. Official? Sure seems like it. Sure fucking seems like it. I thought they accepted the penalty. Did they decline it? They're saying 4th and 2 now. Are the Giants going for it? I thought it was 3rd down. I guess they did decline it, but we're still going for it on 4th down on our own 38-yard line. Boy, this is fucking stupid. Daniel Jones steps back, looks, throws, incomplete. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, so now the Bengals have it on our own 38. They're already in field goal range. What the fuck was that? Can we fire Daboll? Like his decision making. What the fuck are you doing going for it on your own 38 on the first possession of the second half? What the fuck are you doing? And now for that to be the play call? What the fuck are we doing? Maybe try Tyrone Tracy. Maybe Tracy out of the backfield. Something like I don't fucking know. I don't know. Bengals have it at the Giants' 38-yard line after what is the most inconceivable fucking play I can think of. 2-yard gain for Moss here on first down for the Bengals. Down to the Giants' 36-yard line. Can anybody help me figure that out? Like, what was that? What kind of play call was that? Six total flags in the game so far now. I think all of them against the Giants. No, there was the intentional grounding on Joe Burrow. So there was that. Throw to Jamar Chase, and that's going to be a first down for the Bengals, as they're going to score on this drive and put this game out of reach for the Giants, as they can't do shit. And with the way Daboll's making play calls. First down and 10, and there's a fumble! Giants defense gets a turnover. Oh, Jesus. At least the Giants defense is doing something right. Well, how are they going to turn it? Are they going to overturn this? They're going to look at it and say, well, maybe it looked like a piece of plastic came up from the turf and touched the knee, so therefore he's down by contact, and the Bengals keep the ball, or is like, what are we doing here? I think that ball was coming up before his ass hit. Yeah. As we have a timeout here in the game, are they reviewing this? So at least that dumb call will end up with the Giants with the ball. Hopefully, we'll see if the referees overturn this or not. Well, if they do, I might go nuclear. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. I don't want to get mad. I don't. I want to be nice. By the way, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King, hanging out with you as we do every single Sunday night and every primetime NFL game. If you want to join us in the chat, you can. ELS is in the chat with us, as well as Chief Asset, all the way from Thailand. Come hang out with us. We got an international crowd here hanging out with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Waiting, still got a commercial break going on in progress. So waiting to come back from that. As we see some clips from high school football, except Don Bosco Prep. And the Giants do indeed have the ball at the 21-yard line. Daniel Jones takes the snap. It's going to be hands off to Tyrone Tracy, and that's going to be a 9.5-yard gain for Tracy on first down. Second down and a half a yard coming up for the Giants. Fakes the handoff, throw to Darius Slayton on 2nd and 1, and incomplete, defended there by Cincinnati. Incomplete. 3rd and 1 now coming up for the Giants. Third and 1, Daniel Jones, QB sneak, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. Giants move the chains. First down and 10, it's going to be Tyrone Tracy. Out of the backfield. He's going to get 2 yards on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Daniel Jones in shotgun. They're at the 34-yard line. Throws to Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson gets it up to the 41-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 again for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, it's 3rd and 2 actually, not 3rd and 1. Hand off to Tracy, and he's going to get nowhere. 4th and 2 again. Don't go for it. Punt it. We saw what happens. Giants fucked this play up, but it's just what it is. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. You've already fucked up. You've already fucked up, Dable. That's why. You suck at play calling. And we've already got to this point. You're fucking this up. Look at you. You don't even have your equipment right. You can't get the play in. You're going to have to fucking take a fucking timeout. Dumb as shit. Play clock under 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giants got to take a timeout anyway. So again, we waste the timeout. You're not ready. You can't make the play call. Stop doing this shit. Giants take a timeout. Because their coach is a bald-headed buffoon. But they are going to go for it. 4th and 2 for the Giants. Let's see how we fuck this one up. 4th and 2 on the 40. They have to get to the 42-yard line, do the New York Giants. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to pull it down. Pitches it out to Tyrone Tracy. And he does get the first down. Jesus fucking Christ. So the Giants move the chains. First down. Thank God. Again, no faith in that whatsoever. But a little college RPO here. And Tyrone Tracy's just able to get the first down. So now at the 44-yard line, Daniel Jones in shotgun takes the snap. Hands it off again to Tyrone Tracy. He's going to get 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Once again, coming up here for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, screen pass to Tracy. Tracy's going to get a first down. But we have a flag. Is this going to be illegal man downfield? Is this going to be holding? Is this going to be illegal shift? What is this going to be against the Giants, Mr. Official? Or did they pick it up? So they picked it up. Doesn't matter. A flag was thrown. We saw it. So that goes up on the board. I don't care if you picked it up or not. It goes up. So apparently no flag, but it was thrown, so it stays up. Yeah, I know. The way the Giants' offense should have been playing is we should be up by now. But, again, we'll see. The Giants' defense has played well against Cincinnati, which is what I was hoping for. I was just hoping for a little better on the offensive side of the ball for the Giants here. Got to score here on this drive. Preferably a touchdown, if we're being honest here, chief asset. Daniel Jones fakes the handoff, just throws that one out of bounds. 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Giants. Giants keep on getting themselves into 3rd down situations. You're hoping that they can go ahead and move the ball here. Daniel Jones back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught, but short of the sticks. So why have a play like that where it's short of the sticks? It's the same shit you did against the Cowboys. Dumb. 4th and 1 here, coming for the Giants. Again, another 4th down play. Stop throwing short of the sticks. They have to get to the 34-yard line. They are just outside the 35. Handoff. Tracy gets the ball. He gets it to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Giants. Giants have 2 4th-down conversions on this drive so far, after missing it on their opening drive and giving the Bengals great position where they were, unfortunately, fumbled the ball there on their opening drive of the second half, thanks to the turnover on downs. But the Giants just outside the 30-yard line now of Cincinnati. Daniel Jones, designed run up the middle. He's going to gain about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up now for the Giants. Daniel Jones in shotgun again. Hands it off to Tracy. Tracy's going to get a first down. Escapes and eludes a couple of tacklers. So the Giants don't wait till 3rd down to get a first down, at least on this one. Again, don't wait till 4th down. Jesus Christ. As Taylor is complaining to the officials about something, which he needs to shut his fucking mouth, let's be honest. 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Daniel Jones takes the snap. Back look. Throws. Deep ball for Slayton. And we got flags. As there was... and Slayton is down. Slow to get up. He is not even getting up. Flags. And that is going to be a penalty pass interference against the Bengals. Looks like it'll be in the end zone and be down at the 1-yard line. Indeed it is. Pass interference. Foul occurred in the end zone. Giants will get the ball at the 1-yard line. As not only was it pass interference, he kind of slammed him into the ground afterwards. Maybe gave him a concussion. That's going to be a fine from the NFL, but it doesn't help us now. Yeah, he slammed his head. He slammed his head into the turf. Dirty fuck. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 1. Daniel Jones under center. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands off to Tracy. Tracy goes and it's a touchdown. New York Giants get a touchdown. We will not be shut out in this game. Oh, God. Oh, God, help us. Thank you, God. Oh, God, I can't tell you where happy I am. Giants got a touchdown. As we're doing the hand jive in the middle of the end zone. Thank you so much. The Giants shouldn't be dancing about fucking anything, if we're going to be honest with you. If I'm being honest with you. But I'll take it for right now. Giants with the touchdown, as they are an extra point away from tying this game up at 7 with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 4th-down conversions on that drive. Pass interference got the Giants to the 1-yard line. Extra point is up, and it is good. And the New York Giants are now currently tied with the Cincinnati Bengals, 7-7. Indeed, Chief Asset. Let's go, Giants. We got to get something going here. And now the defense, again, got a decent break. Reading on Twitter, some people are like, Saquon who? It's like, listen, I love Tyrone Tracy. Do not get me wrong. I think the kid is great. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Listen. Pause. Let's not start with that Saquon who shit. Not yet. He's good. I like him. Don't get me wrong. Pause. Did we lose ELS? Is he gone, or is he just watching stuff, or did he get tired of my ranting about the officials? I don't know. But if you're watching us and enjoying what you're watching here, and I certainly hope that you are, my name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. I certainly hope that you will join us in the chat. The chat is open for you to come in, say hi, say hello, say how are you doing? How did your team do this week? How did your fantasy team do? Or how are they doing? You want to comment about me, about the channel, about the coverage, about the game, anything at all, come on in, say hi, say hello, say how are you doing. While you're here, please like, share, subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. If you want to help us out in a more direct sense, we have a link to our donation station from Buy Me a Coffee. That is at the top of the chat right now. If you want to go and check out the chat, it's in the top of the chat, pinned there. It is also in our description underneath this video, where you can go and check that out. Again, that is at Buy Me a Coffee. That is where we have our donation station. Also, we have a merch store, by the way, if you want to help us out there as well. That's kind of like donating, except you get a cool piece of clothing, which is pretty sharp. We have a bunch of our 8-bit helmets. We got more coming this week. We also have some of our alternate logos up as well. A lot of t-shirts, a lot of hoodies. Big hoodie guy, and then we're getting into the fall months, so this is where you want to have your hoodies there ready to go. So hoodies are there. Hoodies are ready. If you want to check that out, and if you're from a more southern, warmer climate, or let's say Thailand, and you want to pick up yourself a shirt, we'll get some Chiefs merch in there for you, Chief Asset. Trust me, don't worry about it. We've got more stuff coming into the merch store as well. The link for that also in the top of the chat and in the description below this video. 5:48 remaining here in the third quarter as the Giants get ready to kick off after their touchdown drive after a Cincinnati fumble, after the Giants turned it over on downs. I know it's kind of been a comedy of errors so far in this game for everybody. And that kick goes out of the back of the end zone. That's going to be a dynamic touchback, and the Bengals will take over at the 30-yard line. Giants defense so far doing a pretty decent job of coverage and of keeping the weapons of Cincinnati in check when it comes to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. We got to see and hope that they can do the same thing continuing in this game. The Giants offense held the ball for a little while, gave the defense again a little rest, which is what they needed to do. Let's see what Cincinnati does here on this brand new drive, starting from the 30-yard line. Joe Burrow in shotgun, fakes the handoff, steps back, gets a little bit of pressure. He's dancing around the back, throws deep ball, and that is caught by Jamar Chase down at the 37-yard line of the New York Giants. And just like that, Cincinnati is in Giants territory. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And that's why I was worried about saying that, even about the Giants. Kind of gave them a little bit of a broadcaster jinx on that one. And that's just how dangerous the Bengals can be, and they are. Flott was there in coverage and just could not keep up. So here we go. Gain of 33 yards for the Bengals. Joe Burrow under center. Rolls out to his right. Throws. That's going to be caught by T. Higgins as he gets it to the 31-yard line. And it'll be second down for the Bengals. As they keep on showing plays of that Jamar Chase catch. 2nd and 4 from the Giants 31. Burrow and shotgun. Again, they're going to give it to Chase on an end around. He's going to bring it all the way down to the 21-yard line. First down for Cincinnati, as they are already in field goal range. 4:08 and counting here in the third quarter. Bengals right now moving the ball with ease against this New York Giants defense. Burrow and shotgun as the ball is actually at the 20-yard line because the referees don't know how to spot the ball. Burrow back, throws. It's going to get it to the 19. And that'll be it. So a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Bengals. Mets getting crushed by the Dodgers in the NLCS. 2nd and 9. Burrow takes the snap. Looking. Has time. Throws. That's going to be caught over the middle and down to the 10-yard line. First down and goal coming up here for the Bengals. We have a flag down, though. What is this going to be? The officials come in and huddle up. Are they going to try to call a horse collar on that? I don't think so. And they do pick up the flag, but they did throw it. So it goes on the flag counter. Doesn't matter if you pick it up or not. You threw it, you dumb fucks. You shouldn't have thrown it. Because now it counts. Because you had to stop the game for it. But it is 1st and goal for the Bengals as they have just been cutting through this Giants defense like a hot knife through butter. After the Giants defense have been playing well all game, on this drive after their touchdown, they have reverted to looking like ass. 2:35 left here in the third quarter. 5 plays, 61 yards. 3 minutes and 16 seconds of possession time have the Bengals had. Joe Burrow takes the snap, back, looks, has time, throws over the middle. That bounces, incomplete. 2nd down and goal coming up for Cincinnati. Giants defense looking to see if they can get a stop here and hold Cincinnati to only a field goal. Again, this game has been rather sloppy, not very entertaining from either side. And plus the officials have made it look like ass too. So 2nd and goal, Joe Burrow, quick slant there to, it looks like T. Higgins. He's going to be down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Bengals. Can the Giants hold them out of the end zone? We'll see. Or do the Bengals take another touchdown lead over the New York Giants? Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King, as we sit here and cover all the primetime games for you here. Number 94 reporting as tackle eligible for the Bengals, as they have a goal line formation. That's going to be a handoff and an easy touchdown for Cincinnati, as they just run right down the field, run it down the Giants' throats, and they are going to go ahead and take the lead. But we do have a flag holding on the Bengals. Oh, never mind. Take that touchdown off the board. We have the flag here. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Bengals. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 11, not the 1. And we've hit double digits in flags thrown in this game. So 3rd and goal from the 11. The Giants now have another chance here to stop the Bengals from scoring. At least a touchdown. Joe Burrow is in a shotgun. Empty backfield. Giants looking to get some pressure. They get pressure. They can't get him down. Now they do. Joe Burrow sacked. Down at the 19-yard line. By Sexy Dexy. Dexter Lawrence. As we see a fat old white man trying to do the Sexy Dexy dance in the stands. Sir, you failed miserably, but I do salute your attempt. So the Giants, after a Cincinnati penalty, again, you know how I feel about the officials and their penalties here. But the Giants will be able to hold them to a field goal. As here comes McPherson for a 37-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is good. And Cincinnati still does get the lead, 10-7. Right now over the New York Giants. So what was a touchdown for the Bengals, called back on a hold, knocked him back to the 11. Dexter Lawrence then gets a sack on Joe Burrow. Leads to 3 points for Cincinnati in response to the Giants scoring a touchdown on their last drive. Now, can the Giants go down the field and answer the Bengals scoring drive with one of their own? Whether that be a field goal or a touchdown, we will see right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you for joining us, as it is your boy King bringing you the play-by-play and reactions here. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it tremendously. All of your views, all of your likes, all of your shares, and of course your subscribes help us out tremendously, getting us closer to that goal of being monetized here on YouTube. Thank you so very much. Again, we have a wide variety of things we cover here on the Stay Tuned Sports channel. Just this Saturday, we had our boy Jimbo, your good friend Jimbo, was covering the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships live from Spain, providing play-by-play and reactions to that. Of course, we'll have hockey coming up here very shortly with live streams watching the NHL, whether they be the New Jersey Devils or Philadelphia Flyers, as Jimbo is a Flyers fan. I myself am a New Jersey Devils fan. So we'll be bringing some of that to you as well. Not to mention other sports and other things as well. Maybe some wrestling pay-per-views will be coming your way. Again, wide variety of stuff coming up here. So please, like, share, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. Hit the little drop-down menu. Click everything. I think you have to do that now with YouTube because they're getting real picky about it. Let you know whenever we hit live, whenever one of our videos comes up. We also have weekly shows. We have the Countdown on Tuesdays. That's mine and Jimbo's NFL Power Ranking show, where we bring you the top 12 teams who we think are currently in the NFL, along with the Booty Cheeks 5, where we tell you who we think are the 5 worst teams in the NFL currently each and every week. Then, of course, we have the main show, the flagship show, the podcast, Stay Tuned Sports, every Wednesday, hitting you usually around 3:30, 3:45 in the afternoon here, Eastern Standard Time. Then, of course, on Friday, we have the Friday Forecast, where me and Jimbo provide you with the picks and predictions for that week in the NFL. Next Sunday, we're going to have more JETS, Jets. We got the Jets tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. We're going to have the Jets next week for Sunday Night Football, as they will take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So all the New York you could want. New York on this Sunday night, New York on next Sunday night. New York on Monday night. Just New York, New Jersey, New York. So the Bengals getting ready to kick this ball off to the Giants. And it is away, and it is going to be a touchback, and the Giants will take over at the 30-yard line. Pardon me. Darius Slayton, as we see here, I'm imagining he's going to be listed as out. Again, I don't have the volume on because I'll get tagged with that. But I'm going to imagine... or is Slayton back out? Nope, Slayton's back out there. Never mind, I'll shut the fuck up. I thought he slammed the back of his skull on the back of the turf there, which the MetLife turf, notorious. But he is back in the game. Daniel Jones, he does get the ball out, and that's going to be a first down. Boy, that looked like it was going to be bad written all over it. But the Giants get the ball out to their tight end, and that is indeed a first down for the New York Giants. Theo Johnson, the tight end, with the reception. First and 10 for the Giants from the 45-yard line. Daniel Jones, empty backfield, shotgun. Trips to his left. Man in motion. Now in the backfield is Tracy. Play clock under 5, 3, 2. And the Giants are going to let the clock run down and end the third quarter. With the Bengals with a 10-7 lead here on the New York Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you to take your fingies and get them up in the air. All four of them. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the fourth quarter. Get the fours up! Get the fours up! Because it is indeed the fourth quarter. As we are getting ready for the last 15 minutes of football on this Sunday. As we look at some of the other games that did happen earlier, of course, the Bears beat the Jaguars. In London, Caleb Williams with a masterful game. 4 touchdowns, could have been 5. Arizona loses to Green Bay in Lambeau, 34-13 after they lost 3 fumbles. Seems like a lot more to me. ELS, who is our stat man and just always the man with the plan here in the chat. He let us know that. And also, he's a big Packers fan. Tampa Bay, 51-27 over New Orleans. That game was kind of wacky. Tampa Bay had a 17-0 lead in that game. Like by the end, I think the first quarter. At the end of the second quarter, and going into halftime, New Orleans had a 24-20 lead on Tampa Bay. And then in the second half, Tampa Bay took control yet again and did not relinquish it this time, outscoring New Orleans 31-3 and ending the game 51-27, putting a 50-burger up on the Saints, who have now lost 4 straight games. Indianapolis wins in Tennessee 20-17. Cleveland barely loses to the Philadelphia Eagles 20-16, where Nick Sirianni was apparently talking shit to a bunch of Eagles fans, said getting sick of the booze. I'm sure that'll go over well because Eagles fans are very logical and just normal to talk to. So, and I'm sure they'll calm down, and that'll go over very well in the city of Philadelphia. Washington, they lose to Baltimore 30-23 in Baltimore. Again, Washington and Jaden Daniels, very game. Fought to the end. However, their defense just not quite up to snuff. That's why I picked the Ravens in this game. I thought Washington's defense was going to be the problem. And indeed, in this game, it was. Houston, 41-21 over New England. Drake May, not a bad debut. But Houston is just that much better. New England has so many problems other than their quarterback. But Drake May, again, not a bad debut. The Chargers, 22-16 over Denver. They had a 20-0 lead in that game. Denver making a late charge, trying to come back, but just falls short. Chargers win 23-16. Jim Harbaugh, by the way, is fine. He had a atrial flutter, I believe they called it. So a bit of a cardiac issue, but he is okay, and the Chargers do win. Pittsburgh 32-13 over Vegas. And Detroit 47-9, crushing Dallas. But they do lose Aiden Hutchinson for the year with a broken tib fib. ELS back in the chat says he's found a video that represents the New York Giants. I'm going to have to take a look at that in a second here. As we're getting ready, Daniel Jones First and 10 from indeed the 45-yard line. Takes the snap, hands off to Tracy. Tracy's going to get about 4 yards on that. Let's see what you have here. Let's open this up. Are you womping my Giants? Are you womping my Giants? Why are you womping my Giants? My Giants are actually not doing too bad at this point. Daniel Jones on 2nd and 6. He's going to pull it down, take it himself, and he's going to get a gain of about 5, and he's going to make it 3rd and 1 for the New York Giants. As I got boogies in my nose again. Again, it looks like my cokehead. I just got boogies. I got boogies. 3rd and 1 indeed for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones in shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Tyrone Tracy, and he is not going to get there. He is not going to get there. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lucky if that, maybe even a little less than that. And 4th and 1 now coming up for the Giants. Do they go for it or not? Knowing Brian Daboll, he's going to go for it, and somehow, hopefully, we just don't fuck this up. Just for the whole season? I was going to say, the Giants have played a little bit better. Not Daniel Jones. Brian Daboll's play calling has been pretty shitty. As this season has been, but we've been getting there, getting better. 4th and 1 Giants. Jesus Christ, what are we going to do here? Please don't fuck this up. Daniel Jones under center. Takes a snap. QB sneak, and I think he's got it. He's got there. He's got there. And from the mark of the officials, he does got it. He does got it. I don't know. Boy, where did I learn English? Jesus. Me feel English? That's impossible. But it is a first down for the Giants. Daniel Jones battles, uses his legs, uses all. Look at that. Oh, look at the strength. Look at the determination from Daniel W. Dimes the third. Listen, I got to get excited for my team. Come on, we got to do something here. It's hard sometimes, but you got to get excited, even if your team is a little iffy. Play clock under 5. 1st and 10 for the Giants from the Cincinnati 45. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Tracy. Daniel Jones looking, throws to Tracy out of the backfield, caught. He gets down to the 41-yard line. I'm sorry, to the 36. Considering where they were, they're at the 45. That's get to the 35. He's about a yard short, so they'll be down to 36. So it'll be 2nd and 1 coming up here for the New York Giants. Second in inches, actually. Daniel Jones is going to sneak it and just get the first down. There you go. Keep the chains moving. Keep possession. Smart play. I like that play. Good job, Brian. Finally, maybe you're starting to learn. And learn just to keep the Giants, keep the possession, keep the clock moving, keep the ball, and keep moving those chains. Tracy's going to go out wide here for the Giants. Daniel Jones, empty backfield. He is in shotgun. The ball is at the 34-yard line. Daniel Jones has time, back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught on 1st and 10 by Tracy for about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5-ish coming up here for the Giants, depending on the spot. And indeed it is 2nd and 5. Daniel Jones in shotgun. It looks like he's got Tracy in the backfield with him, or is that Gray? I can't tell. That's Gray. Daniel Jones throws incomplete. There seemed to be some kind of miscommunication there. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Giants. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sunday Night Watch Along. I'm your boy King, hanging out with you with Stay Tuned Sports here on Stay Tuned Sports as we're watching the Giants take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Third and 5 from the 28.5-yard line. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Play clock under 10. Daniel Jones back. Looks. Throws. That ball is... I don't know what the fuck happened there. Camera was panning all over the place. Looks like it was tipped at the line. So 4th and 5 coming up for the Giants. It appears that they will settle for the field goal to tie the game. Indeed, it was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. So the Giants, 47-yard field goal attempt to tie the game. Snap, hold, kick, up, and the wind takes it, and that's no good. So a very good drive by the Giants, impressive drive by the Giants, stalls out, and they end up with no points as the field goal sails wide left. Looked like it was good. Looked like it was heading straight down the middle. And then it just caught a wind and drifted lazily to the left and missed the upright. So that could be it for the Giants. Like, honestly, I know there's like 10 minutes left in the game here, but the way this game goes and the way it is for the Giants, it's hard to have hope. When you're a Giants fan, you're kind of beaten into submission at this point, and it feels like it. With the Bengals already having a 10-7 lead, is what it is. In the NLCS, Dodgers up 6-0. Top of the 8th, guy on first and second base for the Mets with 1 out. Looking at some of the trending things here on Twitter X Twitter. Never good when Dak Prescott is trending. I wanted to see, hold on. I wanted to see if I could hit a poll in here. Let me see. But I want to make sure I'm muted, too. I don't want to have that, because that comes out. It's going to see, oh, yeah, I got, don't want that. Don't want that. From the clips I've seen of Frank online, not doing great. 1st and 10. Brown with the run, and he's going to get about 6 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up here. Joe Burrow, 2nd and 5, going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught for a first down in Giants territory at the Giants 45. That is Higgins with the catch. Got a brand new poll in the chat. Will Jerry Jones fire McCarthy before next week's game? Yes or no? Simple poll in the chat. Go ahead and answer. If your chat is open, if you want to go in there and say hi, say hello, say how you doing, and also answer the poll. Will Jerry Jones and the Cowboys fire Mike McCarthy before next week's game? Yes or no? That is the poll currently in the chat. 9:10 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Joe Burrow rolling over to his right. He just dumps the ball out. That's got to be intentional grounding. Ain't nobody there. No flag, though. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bengals. Oh, I didn't even put the Bengals back on the... I'm sorry. Here, I forgot to move the possession out. There we go. Joe Burrow, again here, 2nd and 10. He's going to throw. He's got Moss, and he gets backs. God, again, my English, terrible. But it's going to be 3rd down and 10 as he only gets to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10, Giants defense trying to hold strong here. 8:35 left in the game. Bengals are 3 for 9 on 3rd down conversions, averaging 8 yards to go on each one. This one is 3rd and 10. Joe Burrow is in an empty backfield, although there's motion, and he's got somebody in the backfield now with him. It appears to be Chase. The snap. Joe Burrow has it. Looking to throw. Gets hit as he throws. Incomplete. And it'll be 4th down and 10. As the Giants defense hold Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and they are going to have to punt. And here comes the punt. Kick is away. And it will be fair court at the 11-yard line, and that's where the Giants will take over with, again, a chance to either tie or take the lead. Here against Cincinnati. Again, I want to thank everybody so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy King. Usually here, sometimes, not recently, with my buddy Jimbo. We cover these games. He's been sick these last couple Sundays. Got a bit of the weekend illnesses. Not feeling well, is he? And again, feel bad because, again, we're supposed to watch the Eagles and Browns today. Unfortunately, was unable to do so. So again, we hope he feels better. He did bring you a 4-hour live stream of bare knuckle boxing on Saturday afternoon. And again, that just goes to show you the range that we have here on Stay Tuned Sports, where we're able to go ahead and have these different sporting events. We are not just football. We are very much football. We're a lot of football. But we're not just football. We're MMA. We're hockey. We're probably going to do some wrestling, like I said, as well. We are a lot of things like that. ELS with an answer to the poll. Say a simple answer to the poll. Yes, Mike McCarthy sucks. He sucks with Dallas, especially. He's not like I don't know. Like and here's the thing: when it comes to the Cowboys, it's not just that they're underperforming. They're underperforming after Jerry Jones put out all of that money. Yeah, that's, I think, the bigger issue that we're looking at here is that he put out a ton of money and there's no results for it. So that is indeed a problem for the Cowboys and for Jerry Jones. Joe Burrow going into the blue tent. Uh-oh. Joe Burrow is into the blue tent. Looks like he might be dealing with a concussion issue. 8:06 in the fourth. Daniel Jones fakes the handoff. Back, looking to throw. Throws to his left side, caught by Slayton at the 25-yard line, and that'll be first down, Giants. Under 8 minutes left to play here. Now again, Mike Zimmer, you're talking about a defense that unfortunately has lost two of their biggest pieces with Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. So I'm not so sure that it's Mike Zimmer is terrible. I think it's just that they have massive injuries on the defensive side of the ball, and you're trying to do a lot to handle that. And again, the Lions were just able to exploit that today. So I'm not sure I'm going to go on a limb and say Mike Zimmer is terrible, but it doesn't help. Daniel Jones thrown over the middle, again caught by Slayton, again close to a first down, if not a first down. Joe Burrow is out of the blue tent. Appears to be okay, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Seems to be walking fine. Seems to pass whatever test he has. Either that or they just gave him a bunch of smelling salts. 2nd and inches. Daniel Jones going to QB sneak that. And indeed it is another first down for the New York Giants. With 6:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter and ticking as the clock keeps on rolling. So I'm not as quick to blame Mike Zimmer and the defense as I would be with Mike McCarthy and the team overall, and especially with the offense. And I forget who the Cowboys' new offense coordinator is anyway. But they're not doing well. Whatever they're trying to do is not working, as the Cowboys all year have not played well. First down and 10, going to be a pass to Wan'Dale Robinson. He gets it up to about the 44, 45-yard line there for the New York Giants. And it'll be second down coming up here, and about what, 6, 7 down 6, second down 5, something like that. I think it's going to be 6. Never mind, second down and 3. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, apparently. Second down and 3. Daniel Jones throws down the field and almost one-handed caught there. Looking for a call is Hyatt. Does not get it. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Giants coming up here. Oh, and just to let you know how Frank is doing, ELS, he is saying that if the Mets lose, he is going to root for the Yankees, even if they make it. Tracy, handoff, first down and more, gets into Cincinnati territory. First down and 10 for the Giants. 5:30 left here in the fourth and rolling. So just to let you know, yes, Frank is saying that if the Mets lose this series to the Dodgers, that he will root for the AL team, even if it is the New York Yankees. Brian Schottenheimer is the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. Boy, he's not doing a great job. You want to talk about if there's maybe a coordinator problem? It might be the offense of that Dallas Cowboys. Tracy, again, handoff. And again, he's going to get about 4 yards on the carry. So second down and 6 coming up here for the Giants. Under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Second and 7, actually. They only gave him 3. It is from the 40-yard line of Cincinnati, though. Daniel Jones throws. It is connected. It's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first down. Isaiah Hodgins there with the catch on that play. It is indeed 3rd and 2. As we have reached the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter, with the clock still rolling. from the 35-yard line. Have to get just a little past the 34. Daniel Jones, hand off to Tracy. Tracy slips in the backfield. It'll be 4th and 3 for the Giants. Fourth down. The Giants are not putting a field goal unit out there. Missed from 47 on the previous kick. It is indeed 4th and 3. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Tracy to his left. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion. Snap. Daniel Jones looks, throws. Incomplete to Slayton. Well covered by Cincinnati. Turnover on downs. I felt that coming a mile away. So the Giants take a bunch of time off the clock, but it only hurts themselves now because they're still losing. Maybe Dable gets fired. Maybe that'll happen. Because his play calling this entire season has been shit. No, we definitely had our chances, and I think, again, Daboll really has dropped the ball, no pun intended. When he's had the ability to make some play calls here, again, it's been the defense who has stepped up here for the Giants offense, who runs through Daboll since he wanted to be the play caller. Now you got nobody else to blame but yourself, and some of these play calls that he's made on some of these plays are absurd, and now it's 2 timeouts left for the Giants. Under 4 minutes. We're talking about probably, what was it, 3:40 left or something? Around there. All the Bengals have to do is kind of run out the clock here. All they have to do is run out the clock. And the Giants are done. So, again, this is going to be another loss that you can pin on Daboll and his play calling. And I'm getting fucking tired of it because the Giants should have a winning record at this point. The Giants could very much well be 4-1 right now, and if not 3-2, at the worst we should be 3-2. And instead we're going to be 2-4 now, and that is directly 1,000% because of Ryan Daboll. As I drink the last of my cold coffee. Yep. Bad decisions every single time. Every single time when it comes to Daboll. We've had good abilities. We've had bad abilities. We have good play calls, bad play calls. And just some of them are just like, I don't know what he's thinking. And again, you have a 3-yard. You have Tyrone Tracy that's been running well. Either you can run that action you have or something. But trying to go for a quick slant there to Slayton, who's well covered. I don't understand. I mean, Daboll might have to get let go, and that's the case. That's just the case here. As the Bengals, they give it to Chase Brown there. He loses a couple of yards there on 1st down and 10. As the clock continues to run, we are under 3 minutes as there's 2:45 and counting down here remaining in the 4th. 2nd and 12 coming up here for the Bengals. They're going to milk as much time as they can off the clock. The Giants have the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts remaining. Ball is at the Cincinnati 34-yard line. Burrow in shotgun. Brown in the backfield. Takes the snap back, hands it off to Brown. He loses a yard. On 2nd and 12, it'll be 3rd and 13. For the Giants as they take a timeout. Giants down to 1 timeout. This is going to be the game here, really, if you think about it. 2:12 left on the clock. 3rd and 12. How is it 3rd and 12 when he lost the yard? It should be 3rd and 13. I don't know. But they're calling it 3rd and 12 here for Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is in shotgun, empty backfield. Takes the snap, back, looks. He's getting flushed out of the pocket, throws down the field, caught. And that's the game. 1st down and 10. The clock stopped because he stepped out of bounds, but the Giants have 1 timeout remaining. Bengals have a fresh set of downs. That's the game. Giants are going to lose. Fumble! Fumble, get the ball! Ha! What a missed opportunity. 2-minute warning. That was the Giants' only chance. That was the Giants' only chance. Bengals looked like they all they had to do was run out the clock. They got a fumble, but it goes out of bounds before the Giants can recover it. And that all but does it now. That all but does it now. Well, let's hear. I want to hear what Jerry had something to say after the game. Let's see what this was.
38 points, that's the worst home loss in your 35 years as owner. What is the feeling of embarrassment towards your fans?
Well, I regret that for our fans, regret it for everybody that is a part of the Dallas Cowboys or have been a part of the Cowboys. And it puts a lot of resolve. But the key thing to think about right here is we're 6 games into this thing. We're 3-3. We've had times when we haven't liked where we were when we were in the early part of the season. We don't like where we are right now. There's a lot of work to do, got a lot of improvement before we'll sit here with any smiles on our face.
How do you and how will you take ownership?
Well, let me say this. I have ownership, so there's no taking it. I got it.
Jerry don't sound too happy. Steve Spagnuolo used to be our guy. He was our guy. And that's when the Giants were winning Super Bowls, you know. So, I mean, that lets you know something. When we had him as DC, Giants are winning Super Bowls. Kansas City has him as their DC, they're winning Super Bowls. That's not a coincidence. I just can't believe the Giants again. They had a chance to get a fumble. It's a gift. It's a gift when the game's going away from you. Like, you've lost the game. It's like, oh, all Cincinnati has to do is run the clock out. And that's it. And you get handed this golden opportunity and you let it slip right through your fingers. Like, again, if that's not a microcosm for the Giants season of just letting opportunities go and slip through their season always. It's just the fucking Giants just can't capitalize on opportunities. Bad play again, and they had so many opportunities in this game, and again, it's Brian Daboll's a lot of it. He's a lot of the problem with his play calling. He wants to take ownership of the play calling. Well, it's his play calling that's the problem. And to have that gift right there, and you can't jump on that ball. I mean, that's Giants football in a nutshell right there. So now 2nd and 3 for the Bengals. Joe Burrow is going to take this down to 3-2-1 under center now. as they're gonna take a timeout. Why? Their clock's already stopped. It's not like you're milking time, you dumb fuck. What was that for? Were you trying to get the Giants to jump or something? So still 2nd and 3, still a minute 58 as Cincinnati has taken their first time out of the half. Bengals are very bad on clock manager. Yeah, but so are the Giants. The Giants are bad at everything. The Giants are bad at management. The Giants are bad at general management. The Browns are 1 and 166 all time. And there you go. And it's gone. It's a touchdown. Bengals game over. That's the Giants we know and love. There they are. There they are. Hey, guys. How you doing, guys? It was fun. You gave us hope for a while. That's pretty funny. That's fun to do. Yeah, it's fun when you give us hope and then rip it right out of our asshole. That's great. It's like anal beads, only they're made of razor blades. Thank you very much for that. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Giants, for all that you do and all that you've done over these last 13 years or so. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't appreciate it. I really wish you wouldn't do so. But here we are. As the Bengals are going to go ahead and put that 17 and make it a 10-point lead. With I forgot to take the touchdown thing down. Okay, with like a minute and a half left or whatever. So the Giants fucked themselves terribly in this game. Missed opportunities. Defense played very well the whole game. Gave the Giants offense opportunities. But between bad play calling, bad interception by Daniel Jones early on in the first quarter, going for it on some silly 4th downs where we shouldn't have gone for it. Again, missed opportunities in the red zone, missed a field goal to tie the game. I mean, when you look at it, missed a chance to recover a fumble and give us a chance here at the end of the game. Missed opportunity, and poorly managed opportunities and poorly made play calls. I mean, we can just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on with this list. But again, the Giants were there all game, had a chance, and again, they give you that little bit of hope, and it's like, hey, maybe it's not as bad as you think. And then it's just ripping the anal beads right out as they just prolapse the anus of the entire fan base, week in, week out, for over a decade now, and I'm getting really fucking tired of it. But of course I'll be back here watching next week. Of course I will. What else am I gonna fucking do with my Sundays? Spend it being productive? Going out and going shopping or something? Improving my life? Learning a new skill? Fuck that. I'm gonna watch a team go ahead and destroy my mental health every single Sunday. And you're gonna enjoy watching it too, right here on Stay Tuned Sports. It's your boy King, your Giants fan, boy King. And boy, this is just not great. It's just not great. Just not great. Just not great. Just not great. Had high hopes. I thought maybe, man, if we can win this game, especially you got the Commanders lost, Cowboys got crushed. You talk about the Giants could be 3-3, tied with the Cowboys. Kind of keep pace with Washington and Philadelphia. Keep the NFC race kind of interesting and alive, but no. Yes, no. I agree. Here we go. Now we can play this. Giants football, ladies and gentlemen. Giants football. Catch the fever. Because it's probably the plague, and it's going to murder you. Oh. Again, that touchdown in the beginning again, the Giants just leave a tight end completely open, or wide receiver, whatever the fuck he is. Ayasavas, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't give a shit. Again, so many opportunities. Giants have one timeout, 1:52 left. They're on their 30. Who gives a shit? Daniel Jones back to throw. Looks, throws down the field. It's knocked up out of the air at the line. Doesn't fucking matter. 2nd and 10, 1:48 left. As we're just going to watch me be miserable here for the last minute 48 of this game. And then maybe I'll jump on, maybe, I don't know. I was thinking maybe jump on Discord or something. Maybe I'll jump on another Discord. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to bed. I don't know. I'm just. Daniel Jones gets hit from behind, and that's a sack. 3rd and fucking forever. 3rd and, what is it, 15? It's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Giants. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. As what? The Giants are going to take a final timeout? Who gives a shit? What do we take a final timeout for what? So we can just lose? Lose with more time on the clock? I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing? Hey, at least he didn't fumble. You got to say that. At least Daniel Jones didn't fumble the ball on that sack. Silver linings. You got to look for, silver linings in the darkest of cumulonimbus clouds that are just covering you in hail and a shitstorm tornado. .141, 3rd and 16, no timeouts for the Giants. Here's the snap. Daniel Jones back looks, throws down the field, and almost intercepted. And we have a flag down. It's going to be pass interference on Cincinnati. Spot of the foul, 1st down, New York Giants. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Guess we'll just move the flag number up. I guess that's the only thing that really matters here. So there we go. Yay, move the flag number up. At least there's something. .136, 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Daniel Jones, of course, is in shotgun because this is just going to be, this is Madden all streaks time here. Over the middle, thrown, caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. 1st down, and Bengals territory, 126, 25, 24. Daniel Jones saying he's going to spike the ball. Giants set, takes the ball, spikes it. 121 left, 2nd and 10 from the Bengals 45-yard line. Referee, stop the clock. Why? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Daniel Jones takes the ball, throws to, who's that? Johnson, the tight end. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 1:14. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. Who cares? Like, even the Giants score a touchdown here, you got to get an onside kick, and you still don't have any timeouts. It's a whole fucking, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. So we're just here to watch the end of the game and be miserable. Thank you for watching my misery right here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you like watching my misery, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to my misery, we have a link for that down in the chat and in the description below. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. He does not get out of bounds, and the clock keeps running. It'll be under a minute before the Giants run the next play. It is 1st and 10. Giants get to the line. And they spike the ball with 55 seconds left. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Giants. Wow. It's kind of an efficient offense here. Why didn't we run this the whole fucking game? I don't know. Let's ask Brian Daboll why he sucks at play calling for most of the game. Giants are going to kick a field goal right now. Watch him miss it. Watch him miss it. And he does. He does miss it. Because, of course, it's what. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that there? We need to get. Please fire Daboll. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why? I understand. Like what? What? Don't even try to get closer. Don't even try. Like what the fuck? Like what? ELS, if you're still in the chat, help me understand why call that there. Why not try to get at least a little bit closer? Why not try to if that's going to be your plan, or like go for the touchdown first and then say, like I get you need some time for I'm officially on the fire Daboll train. His play calling all year has cost the Giants game after game after game after game after game. His decision not to put a backup kicker in an open roster spot that we had cost us the game in Washington. His play calling cost us the game versus Dallas. Minnesota's game was what it was. That's a throwaway. I'm not blaming that one on him. But this game here is another loss. That's 3 direct losses that you can blame on Brian Daboll, his play calling, and how he handled situations in this game. And again, he completely and utterly mismanaged the Giants in this game, from play calling to 4th down calls that didn't make fucking sense in their spot or the time. I mean, you think about all of this stuff put together. Just again, this is another loss that is directly at the feet of Brian Daboll, and that's 3 losses that could have been wins and most likely should have been wins given the chances and opportunity that the Giants had. And because of bad play calling, because of bad management from Brian Daboll, led to a Giants loss. That's 3. So the Giants are currently 2-4. 3 of those losses are directly on Daboll, where if different choices are made and different decisions are made, you're talking about most likely a win. And the Giants right now, at worst, should be 4-2. And even if you want to push it and say 3-3, fine. They should be 3-3 then, if you want to push it that far. But I wouldn't. I would say at worst, if Brian Daboll made different decisions, or if we had a different and better head coach making decisions, the Giants right now could be 4-2. If not 5-1. We could be the miracle story. Team that Brian, it's got Daniel Jones and he's all this, that, and the other thing, but the Giants are winning. So, it's like all of a sudden, can the Giants win? Can the Giants win? Are the Giants, this is the new Giants. Are they a new look Giants? Does this happen? That could be the case. And instead, because of very poor decisions from Brian Daboll, we're in the fucking shitter. Again, 2-4, and the season's quickly getting out of hand. And again, we're a fucking joke. We're a joke of a team. Because now here's the Bengals, who can't get out of their own way. They have 1 win. Our defense manhandles them all game. But because of Mr. I'm going to call plays now. I'm going to be the play caller. Well, because of you, what did your massive play calling brain get us? 17-7. Great job, Brian. Doing a great job. Fantastic job, Mr. Daboll. We got one MetLife coach fired already. Let's go for the double dip. Get Daboll out of there. I don't care. I don't care at this point. I don't even care who the fuck you put in there. At this point, as interim coach, I don't care. Hire Vrabel or something. I don't care. Out of nowhere. Disappointing. Just a very disappointing loss. Because again, it's another one where it should have gone differently. This game should have gone differently, and it's honestly because of Brian Daboll it didn't. This is just like the Washington game. It's just like the Dallas game. This is now the third loss in this Giants season that is directly attributable to Brian Daboll, and the Giants only have 4 losses. That Minnesota game was what it was. That might have happened, no matter what. As we've seen, Minnesota, very good this year. But of the 4 Giant losses, 3 of them could have been and arguably should have been wins. Which means the Giants should, I said very worst, should be 4-2, and could very well be 5-1 if we had somebody else at the reins instead of Brian Daboll. And that's absurd because this team is something that nobody thought that would even be close to competing. And here we are where if it's just a couple of different decisions made, the Giants are winning. Just a couple different decisions and the Giants are winning games. And because of Brian Daboll, they're not. And that's the problem. But enough about hearing me proselytizing here about Brian Daboll and how shitty he is. Again, I want to thank you all for watching Sunday Night Watch Along with the boy King here on Stay Tuned Sports. We will be back tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. The Buffalo Bills will be playing in the same stadium right here, the Big HVAC Unit, the Big AC, MetLife Stadium, taking on the New York Jets and their new coach, Mr. Jeff Ulbrich and Aaron Rodgers. And again, Hackett taken away from play calling duties. As I believe, who is it? Downing has now got play calling duties. So we'll see what this new look Jets coaching staff can do up against the Buffalo Bills, who have lost 2 straight and haven't looked well in either one of those 2 losses. We will see what happens, but we will see you tomorrow night. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you watched, please like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much. If you want to help us out more directly, we have a link to our donation station down in the description. Same for our merch store. If you want to go see our merch and see what we have there available for purchase. More stuff being added all the time. You can check that out down there as well. For Stay Tuned Sports, my name is King, and we will see you later. Adios, folks.